All right, Barlow Brigade, old Big Jim, coming at y'all once again from the International Technical Institute for Barlow Advancement. Uh, well, it's Saturday, so I have a couple of issues. You all know I get these uh, keyboard cowboys come on here all the time making suggestions and basically telling me how to run my channel or making off cuff suggestions. I had a gentleman from Idaho ask me why I carried four pocket knives. So I tapped on his little thing there and looked at it, and he's in the middle of Idaho, and there ain't nothing wrong with Idaho. I love them folks as much as I love people from Alabama or Tennessee or Louisiana. That don't matter. You know, if you're a knife person, you're a knife person. He had 0 subscribers and one short that had to do something with I don't even know. I watched it for about 10 seconds and clicked it off. So I love them three little dots over on the side there at remove, and so he's not history. I didn't block him. I just removed his comment. And then I have another guy. He made a suggestion about me not shouting out people so much, and he's probably right. I shout out a lot of folks, but it's a lot of folks that shout me out, and that's the reason that I do this, is because I'm blessed by their presence on my channel. Look, y'all, we in the middle of it. Okay, this is some bad weather. I've had communications with over in the swamp, and he ain't happy. And I can promise you, I ain't happy. I mean, when it starts rolling like this, I don't like it. Anyway, this gentleman decided that he was going to tell me that I need to quit shouting out so many people and holding up stickers and all that kind of stuff. And I told him I was sorry, but that's just what I do. And then he sent me another message and said goodbye. So, goodbye. Glad you came by. Glad you stopped by. Have a great day. But y'all know I'm always looking at, I'm out there. I may not comment, but I'm watching everything that goes on. And a gentleman did something yesterday that I thought was an amazing concept. And so I'm going to kind of borrow the concept of what he did and use that to eliminate all the stickers and the shout outs and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not really sure that I'm going to get it all right, but I'm not going to shout anybody out today. So y'all, just y'all bear with me. Okay, pocket dump. I love a pocket dump. Okay, so I got this pocket knife right here, and this is the Barlow that I'm doing the hard use on. This is a Rough Rider Reserve. I put the little towel up there on the wall, kind of a little artsy thing there. Now, y'all not trying. That wall been needing some decoration for a minute, so I'm getting in there and getting that done. But look at that pretty one right there. I love that cross that's on there. Cross is beautiful, and I'm glad that I have that cross. And I got that cross in a swap from somebody. Now, since we're doing a pocket dump, let's go ahead and do next knife I'm gonna bring up there is this pocket knife that I have in it's a very beautiful slip, very beautiful, great leather work, just absolutely stunning leather work as far as I'm concerned. I watched another YouTuber today that lives in South Carolina that does leather work, and he had a slip that was stunning. But anyway, in this one right here, whoop, got a little something something. This is a Remington bullet knife, made by Camillus, Delrin covers, lock back. It don't get much better than that, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now. Now, I'm just today. It's thundering and lightning and raining and storming and all that. So it's a light carry. I'm not even gonna go to the shop because when it starts thundering and bumbling, I got the boys in the house and we're chilling. Me a cold cup of coffee and no, wait a minute, hot cup of coffee. But anyway, that's a beautiful knife right there. That's a 1303, a 1984 model. Paid a lot of money for that one, but you know what? Don't matter. Now then, let's see what else we got here. Oh, there's a gentleman. It's my Canadian brother from another mother, and y'all might have heard of him. He's a real nice guy, and this is kind of a two-part thing that's going to involve him. I would shout him out, but y'all know I can't. People don't like shout out, so I'm not going to shout anybody out today. But he loves the pocket knife that I'm fixing to show y'all here. This is in a slip. Y'all can see I removed the clip. It had a clip on it, but it's a perfect slip for this style of knife. And we're going to do a full video on this style of knife pretty quick because I love it. But anyway, there's that little old leather slip. A guy at a trade. I was at a knife show and made a deal with him. I said, man, I like them little clips right there. Why don't you throw one of them in? He said, no problem. Pitched it in there. I brought it home. Had a metal clip on it. Cut that clip off, which I'm not other than a modern. I don't clip anything to my pants. But anyway, in said slip, we have the Rough Rider Cinnamon Stag Bone Half Hawk. Now, the gentleman that I was just a minute ago said that really loves this particular series of knives he's an outstanding fellow. Now he likes these cinnamon stag bone. They also have a series called Classic Carbon 2. Now he's got the whole set, and I am very envious of that because some of them are not available any longer. But the Half Hawk in that set, the Classic Carbon 2 set's what got me hung. I was carrying a Rough Rider single-bladed black Barlow in this series and carried it for 3 months. But when I put that, it's a sway back design Half Hawk. But when I got that Classic Carbon 2 Half Hawk, knocked that Barlow right out of my pocket. Now I was still carrying the Barlow. If I got my pants on and a pocket knife, I'm gonna have a Barlow. I'm sorry, that's just how I roll. But anyway, more on my Canadian friend in a moment. Okay, today is Stockman Stampede. I'm trying not to shout nobody out. Stockman Stampede, okay? That's just going to be the title of my video. And there's a gentleman he's just an ordinary guy, has an ordinary life. And he, in a future life, in a past life, would encourage people to show their Stockmans on Saturday. So I once again, I'm not going to call anybody out, but y'all know who I'm talking about, pretty sure. He shows Stockmans, and most everybody today that's showing a Stockman is bringing out the fire, bringing out the bangers. But me being a guy that likes to share with y'all and uh, show y'all things about pocket knives, and I've showed this exact same thing on a different knife, but I'm going to show it again to y'all. So let's get a little display ready. Get the pocket knife ready for y'all. Probably should have already had this done, but you know, I plan a lot of stuff, but it ain't always. It ain't on. But anyway, look at here. Stockman. 8OT. Now this one popped up on the old interweb on the bay. And for $8, I just couldn't pass it up. But it was a dumpster fire. And I'll go over that with y'all. First of all, we'll go with the spay blade. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see that, but it had a 1/4 inch of rust on it. The blade wouldn't open. I had to use a pair of needle nose pliers just to get it out of the trench before I could start even doing anything with it, opening it, trying to close it. When I got it open, it wouldn't close. But I worked with it a minute, got it open. Now it has got the snap. The spay blade, the sheep's foot blade has, y'all can see the end of it there. Looks like it was, the person put this thing on a grinder. So I don't know if he ground that little relief in there or it was broken whenever it, I haven't really tried to fix it, but I mean, that's a on my little birdie I got, that's a 20-second fix right there. But it's the two blades that are on this spring, they're actually didn't really get you a good snapper on that one, but it brought back all that stuff. But the clip blade, the clip blade is it's over with. And of course you can't tell this when there's that much rust on there, but it has no life at all. You got to push it shut. I mean, and I'm gonna show you why. If you'll see how that spring is down in the channel. Now, not the blade is closed, but it's kind of hard to see. But the pivot on the blade is wore out. Either that or the spring is wore out. One or the other. It's been probably open and closed and open and closed. And then when it got dirty, they didn't clean it, which, that's part of owning a pocket knife is maintaining it. And it didn't clean it, and whatever they got in there just ground it down to nothing. Now, you can take these apart, but they have what's called a swing pivot. And that's where the bolsters are put on there and slid into place. And then the knife is finished ground to where everything is flush. So when you take it apart, it's almost like the hubcap covers that are on a lot of knives. Once you get them off and then try to put them back on, you break the tabs and all that. Well, once you take this apart, you break those tabs and you have to drill the bolster out completely and put a pin in it. So, they're just, but look at it. I mean, it's a beautiful pocket knife. I mean, it's just, there's nothing like a classic old timer pocket knife. I have 5 or 6 of these. 2 of them are in great shape. 2 or 3 of them are not. But this thing, I couldn't believe how sharp this blade right here is. I mean, the blade profile, like I say, this thing, it's a user. It's a USA made, got the good carbon steel, got the good patina, got the pawpaw thinner. There is nothing wrong with this pocket knife right here. So that's my Stockman Stampede for today. There's no more of an informational kind of thing. And I feel sure that anybody with an ordinary life that loves a Stockman pocket knife will understand what I'm saying. When I'm glad to have that knife, and it's not I may throw it in my pocket one day, take it to town, because if both of those secondary blades, the sheep foot and the spade blade are just, they're blistering sharp, and so is the main blade. It's just not, it ain't a snapper, you know. And a lot of people like that snap and all that. I like it, so ain't no big deal. Now, my friend from Canada this morning dropped a video, and it was about a Barlow pocket knife. Okay, and during the video, he made a comment about old Big Jim at Barlow Brigade. What if he's got this one? And I took that as a call to arms, and because I do, not the one that he had, but I have one, and it's in a little crocodile sheath here. Y'all might have saw this the other day. Handmade sheath, slip, whatever y'all want to call it. And this knife was gifted to me by just an outstanding member of the knife community. He has a small channel, and that's okay with him. He likes it that way. I don't think he's going to succumb to any pressures of. I've never actually shook hands with the gentleman, but I think I understand him, because here in the South we do things just a little different than most folks. But y'all might have heard of him. He's an opinionated young man that he has all the let's say me and him have a very similar background, history, the way we was raised. You know, my daddy put a pocket knife in my pocket when I was 12 years old. He might have got one a little earlier than that. I got the pocket knife my daddy passed away with in his pocket back there in the drawer. I'm not going to share that with y'all, but it is what it is. That's the way, that's the way. Now, my daddy, he was a gentleman. He carried a gentleman's pocket knife, a little small Uncle Henry pocket knife is what he had in his pocket when he passed. But he had a gentleman's carry, and that my father was a gentleman. He was a Southern gentleman, and y'all see that? Y'all see the lights? See them lights flashing? Ain't good, guys. We might need to wrap this on up. Okay, let me get on out here because the lights are flashing. The weather ain't good. This is the charade. Okay, now mine's got a raccoon. I can't say raccoon. I have to say macaroon. Anyway, it has a raccoon on it. It's charade 506, SC 506 from the charade. Now, Brother Todd goes through the entire history of these pocket knives. Y'all need to get over there and check that video out. Pocket EDC. Oh, dang, I did it, didn't I? Y'all need to get over there and check this out, erase that. Y'all need to get over there and check this guy out, because he dropped the word on these pocket knives. And the one he got had a fox on it. Y'all know Todd, the name Todd, it comes in most ancestries as a sly fox or the fox. So I think Brother Todd's pretty sly. Just my opinion. But anyway, there's the thing, it's got the scrimshaw on it. He goes through the artist and he goes through all that with y'all, which I know a little bit of that, but I'm not bursting it enough to sit here and give y'all a educated down run on what's going on. He throw out there in his video that these were probably carbon steel. They probably are. But this is the Locker Queen. Okay? Scrimshaw on the blades. Your tang stamp, brother. The OG tang stamp mafia. Brother Dan Edwards. Dang, I did it again. Man, that's twice. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, just a beautiful pocket knife. Beautiful pocket knife. Brother Chuck blessed me beyond, just a great pocket knife. And y'all, when I give people stuff, and I am so blessed when they send me something, and this was a blessing. Okay. Um, oh Lord, I don't know if I can get that in there for y'all. That thing tight, tight. Try it one more time. Beautiful, beautiful pocket knife. Just unreal. Y'all look at little Macadoon. Ain't he cute? I probably give him a name one day. And I took this thing to get it. I wanted to get my initials put in it, and I still may. I've got to find somebody I trust, because you don't want to put a pocket knife like this. Hand it some some pinhead in the ball. Say, here, put my initials on it. I'm not. Uh, but it goes right in that crocodile slip. Excuse me. Yeah, crocodile, not alligator. Can't do alligator. Anyway, it goes right in there. It's riding heavy. Um, and just uh, to sum up the video today, I want everybody to know that I'm not gonna shout anybody out, because I don't do that anymore. I don't shout people out. I'm not gonna shout anybody out. It's an infection I have. It's not something that I try to do, but it's something that I do, and I'm sorry that I do it. And maybe someday I'll go to find a support club that will help me with my addiction to shouting people out. I don't know, but I'm trying. I'm trying real hard to not shout anybody out. Because if you shout people out all the time, all you commenters are going to make comments about it, telling you that it's crazy to be shouting people out. And I'm not sure I understand that, but I'm going to try to give y'all what y'all want. So, the old Big Jim over here at the Barlow Brigade, the Technical Institute of Barlow Advancement. I love each and every one of y'all, man. Y'all need to honk. If y'all down here close to where I'm at, y'all need to hunker down, especially if you're east of me, because it's on the way. Okay? If I had some way to share a radar screen, y'all may be able to hear it. I mean, it's blowing and whistling and whining, and it ain't good. And old fat boy here he finna go. I'm gonna take my cup of coffee. I'm gonna walk in my room, and I'm gonna punch up some YouTube videos, and I'm gonna watch whatever I need to watch to advance my knowledge. And I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming today. This is a little tongue-in-cheek, guys. I understand, but when you get a commenter that just says he's gonna unsubscribe because you shout people out, you have to respond to that guy. So that's what I've done. I've responded to it. I don't, other than the OG of the Tang Stamp Mafia, I don't think I shouted at anybody. There may have been one other one that I shouted out. So y'all forgive me for that, okay? Oh, Big Jim over here at Barlow Brigade, rule number 9.